Hello my friends and welcome to Flying Circus Models. This is the second part of my current project SPAD XIII from Roden, engine and propeller. SPAD XIII aircraft had a Hispano-Suiza V8 engine and I haven't showed it before, so I decided to make a video about it. All engine parts were removed from the sprue and cleaned, and I just glued cylinder halves and crankcase together. After, I glued valve covers on top of the cylinder banks. The plastic spark plugs were cut and I had to drill small holes to install the new ones. Firstly, I marked the place where I need to drill with a sharp dentist tool. I believe its name is Probe, and drilled them using my 0.6 mm drill bit. I cut a lot of small brass tube pieces and glued them into the drilled holes. Then crankcase and cylinder banks were painted with Mr. Hobby Black. By the way, if you like my videos, please subscribe to the channel and support me on Patreon. You can use a special QR code to do it, and I will leave the link in the description. Thank you. And crankcase was covered with the layer of Mr. Metal aluminum color. The next step was to glue both cylinder banks to crankcase, and I also added 0.8mm brass tube with the wires that were glued to each spark plug. After I painted each wire with the cocoa brown color, it's not the specific color for ignition wires on this engine, it's just I had this brown color available. And also I added some other engine parts like carburetor, oil, water and fuel lines. V8 engines didn't spill oil as much as rotary engines did, but I couldn't just leave it clean, and I used some brown panel line accent. And here we are, the engine is completed. After the engine was done, I started to work on the propeller. As you can see, it has some gaps in the plastic, and I had to use Mr. Hobby white putty to cover them. When the putty dried, I sanded it with 320 grit sandpaper first and 600 after. When the sanding work was completed, I covered the propeller with Vallejo beige color as a base for wood painting. And the next step was the usual wood painting technique, oil paint and flat dry brush. This propeller was laminated and only one type of wood was used, so I painted it with raw sienna and I didn't have to mask layers at all. However, to add a little bit more interesting effect, I decided to use some Indian red oil paints. We need to let oils dry for about 2-3 days, and we can cover it with the layer of future after. The layer has to be very thick, that's why I didn't spray it with the airbrush and use just a regular paintbrush. couple of hours to let it dry as well, and we can apply decals. Well, it didn't go as I had expected. Decals just broke, so I decided to remove them completely and leave the propeller without any manufacturer logo. The propeller hub was painted with steel and I applied black wash on it. Actually, scratch that, I found other manufacturer logo decals in my spare decals and applied them. And the propeller is completed too. As usual, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, press like button and leave your comments below. I read and reply to all of them. Also, if you would like to support my channel, you can do it on Patreon, where you can see my videos early. Also, I share some interesting pictures there. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episodes.